Welcome to the final round of the Survivor Series and the A block. Those are your participants. Let's get to the first match. Coming to you from Atlantic City, New Jersey, and to a big pop, Ramon comes out first to face William Regal. A great example of one of those matches that we wouldn't usually see, but we see here in the Survivor Series, and it starts very quickly. You saw that running knee from William Regal, the switchblade from Ramon. There's another running knee from William Regal. This one was back and forth very quickly, very early on, but technique in between, very much at the peak of what we are to expect between some of the best wrestlers in the world. You see some striking action between them there. Razor eventually, not getting the Razor's edge. William Regal going for his neck breaker. That elbow cracking Regal across the jaw, and now Razor will try again for a third time with the Razor's edge, this time landing it, making the cover and winning via pinfall to take the victory. Now it doesn't mean much. Razor not in with a chance at the semi-finals, but some pride at stake, certainly, and more than pride at stake in the next match between Shawn Michaels and AJ Styles. These two are involved in a classic rivalry as light heavyweights, two of the best wrestlers in the world, certainly, and they had very much a classic here with the match that we are witnessing right now, or at least the highlights of. AJ Styles, of course, at this stage, with a win, very much in position to be in the semi-finals and to have that opportunity at winning the Survivor Series. And HBK wants nothing more than to prevent that from happening, being AJ Styles' greatest rival. And you can see that here in how HBK is willing to bend the rules somewhat, run AJ's head into the barricade, slam him on the outside of the ring there. But AJ Styles and HBK, they're going to rub it in when they do get one over on each other. That's what this rivalry is all about. One-upping each other. You see here, not just one, not just two, but 3 teardrop suplexes from HBK as he comes back. He makes the cover. Not enough to keep down the World Light Heavyweight Champion. Of course, AJ Styles defeated HBK recently, as he might do here with the moonsault. No, the springboard moonsault not enough to defeat HBK. He defeated him just last month in October for the Light Heavyweight Championship. But he's got him now, surely. There was a burning hammer, there was a phenomenal forearm, but HBK still finds a way to kick out. He comes back, he launches himself at AJ Styles. The Manhattan drop, the scoop slam, the elbow off the top. Is it enough? He makes the cover. 2. No, AJ Styles still in this one. HBK goes for it all, but AJ Styles avoids the sweet chin music. Shawn Michaels attempts once again to make a comeback, but AJ Styles sees it coming, pulls him in. The Styles clash, lands, the pin, it's there. AJ Styles, is he in the semi-finals? No, HBK kicks out. Unbelievable action here. AJ Styles not sure what else to do. Goes for a switch in music himself. HBK went for a switch in music, but AJ Styles beats him to it. Counter after counter here. HBK now going for the sweet chin music himself. He could finish it here, but he doesn't connect. AJ Styles once again dodging it, coming back, brainbuster. And he does land the sweet chin music right to the jaw of HBK. Surely he can't get up from this. Oh my goodness, he does. What a match this is. AJ Styles going again for the Styles Clash, misses it, and HBK coming off the top rope, misses the referee. You see that with the referee down, hits that low blow. The clock in the top right corner, it's counting down. HBK, he's lining up a sweet chin music. He hits it. Has he got enough time left? The referee's back up, he makes the count, but no. It's not enough time for HBK. His time ran out. He's disappointed. The points are split, one apiece. And by the way, shout out there to the Dogs. Sorry about including their audio in this broadcast. But we can bring ourselves to the main event, and it's Drew McIntyre versus The Rock. Drew McIntyre, if he is able to pick up a win against The Rock, he knows now, having seen the matches that came before, that he will place himself in the semi-finals. And he goes at The Rock with everything he's got. It was almost dominance at the beginning, but The Rock comes back. Beautiful suplex from Drew McIntyre, and he's not afraid of getting ugly. That Samoan headbutt. The Samoans, they're known for their hard heads, and that's a move that Drew McIntyre often utilizes, the Glasgow kiss, if you will. But The Rock with a harder head than Drew McIntyre. He comes back with these strikes over and over. Catches Drew's. Knocks him down. Was looking to put together a string of moves there, but Drew counters only for Rock to counter back. Now Drew. A kick in counter to a punch. He lands that double underhook DDT, and this could be it for The Rock, but no. The former World Heavyweight Champion kicks out. And now, The Rock lines up his comeback. Ducks a clothesline, hits a running, flying clothesline, hits the spine buster, goes for what looked like an emerald explosion, but the Drew McIntyre fights out of it, and another double underhook DDT. No, The Rock counters that. Unbelievable back and forth action between these two in the main event. The final match of the A block for the Survivor Series this year. The sharpshooter is reversed. Drew McIntyre, unbelievable overhead, belly to belly suplex. Wants to follow that up with a Claymore kick. And he does. It connects. Is it enough to keep down the former World Heavyweight Champion? 2, 3, it is! Drew McIntyre secures his spot in second place in the A block. Heading into the semi-finals is the Scotsman, and he is excited about it. What a match that was. What a finish to the A block that was. Here's how it ended up in the points. There's all the matches that took place. There's the points as they landed. Big E only wrestling a few matches and only picking up a couple of points. Shelton Benjamin only picking up a couple of points as a result of having a forfeit from Big E. B block. We quickly move to those of your participants. They were in Hartford, Connecticut, as the finals bear down on Madison Square Garden. Keith Lee wants to pick up his first points of the tournament, and it must be against the national champion of the NWA, the Ultimate Warrior. Keith Lee does a lot, even hovering above the ring in order to attempt to defeat the Ultimate Warrior in this match. Huge pounce, knocking Ultimate Warrior flying. You would think that's enough, but no. Look at the referee having a seizure over there. I hope he's okay. He's looks in bad shape, to be honest. Looks like he wants to really get involved in this match for some reason. I'm not sure what that's about. Ultimate Warrior stages his comeback. Beautiful butterfly suplex, but Keith Lee is not seen enough to go down. Butterfly powerbomb. Is that enough? The referee, he's recovered from his seizure. Keith Lee has recovered from the bomb and puts his knees up when the shooting star press comes along. Hits a beautiful off the shoulders jackhammer there, but still the Ultimate Warrior persists. He resists. He counters here as Keith Lee goes for a move. He hits the Olympic slam. My goodness, that could be it. The referee there in good health, and Ultimate Warrior has defeated Keith Lee. Now, it doesn't mean much for the table in the Survivor Series, but it means a lot for the NWA and their national champion to be picking up points. Good for him. Moving along to Dexter Loomis and John Cena, the man at the top of B Block, with good reason. Unbelievable performance from John Cena. He's not just impressed, it's been an incredible standout performance from young John Cena in this Survivor Series. To go this far undefeated, I don't think many would have picked that. But Dexter Loomis will give him trouble. He's got that head and arm choke, and it is a doozy. They go back and forth in this one. Cena really good with the strikes, of course. A couple shoulder blocks here puts Dexter Loomis in a daze. Misses with the punch. Proto slam, is that what he calls it? I don't know. But Dexter Loomis, he's smarter than he looks. Nearly wraps Cena up in a pin there. It's interesting that the fans at this point are really favoring John Cena. He is not one to intentionally endorse himself to the gallery, but they've taken a liking to him. Now, once again, that head and arm choke is fought out of by John Cena. That's impressive in itself, but he comes back. Several moves here, belly to slam. And then the STF. He's going to try and put Dexter Loomis in a position to take his own medicine, but it's fought out of. And a comeback is attempted by Dexter Loomis, only to be taken down. A nice sweep of the leg there by John Cena. Oh, and out of nowhere, really, an AA lands, and you see the strength on that pin really putting all the pressure on Dexter Loomis' shoulders, and that is what gets it done for John Cena. He has finished this Survivor Series undefeated. An incredible performance from John Cena. And we've still got yet more to come. This is the largest there in Diesel versus the smallest in Nakamura. I know I said that last time out. Nakamura was against Keith Lee, but in fairness, in honesty, Diesel is even bigger than Keith Lee, and he shows his power here, just throwing Shinsuke down, landing that elbow. He's got more moves to come. It's very much here a battle between unbelievable power moves such as a choke slam versus the quickness and agility of Nakamura. But he might not get a chance unless he kicks out, and he does. Nakamura. He's a striking expert. He's going here for the Kinshasa. Perhaps too early. Diesel sees it coming. He goes for the jackknife powerbomb. And Shinsuke, he fights his way out of it. He lands more of those knees. An axe kick to the back of the head. That's impressive. A flying kick even. Goes up the top. He knows he needs to find a way to reach the heights of Diesel's head. He lands a Kinshasa off the middle rope, but not enough to keep down the big man. The Big D. Kicks to the sternum. A kick to the head. It lands. And he goes back up to the middle rope. He lands another Kinshasa. And now, can he make the cover. He drags the big man over. The pin is made. And the pinfall is completed. Shinsuke Nakamura picks up a huge win over Diesel, the light heavyweight over the super heavyweight. An unbelievable win for the Japanese man there, the former PWJ champion. And that leads us now to the main event. And the winner of this will be the semi-finalist in the B block. John Cena has secured his place at the top of B block. But the winner of this will become the second place participant. Now, Cesaro goes in on 8 points. Randy goes in on 10. However, the way the blocks work, if participants are tied on points, then it goes to head-to-head, which means that if Cesaro were to defeat Randy Orton here, even though they'd both be on 10 points, Cesaro, having defeated Randy Orton, would rank above him. So, the final match of the Survivor Series this year, the final spot in the semi-finals, it all comes down to this. And it's very much an even contest between them. It is a... Oh, wow, there was a RKO attempt there, but it's reversed into a power slam. And now into a spin. The DJ, the king of spin, the Swiss Superman, Cesaro. He's not done there. He didn't get enough on it. He's going to keep spinning. But it comes down to these two. You wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know that Cesaro's a light heavyweight compared to Orton. Very much a heavyweight. They're very comparable in size, but Cesaro just on that top edge of light heavyweight. So there really isn't much between them. And that's certainly evident in this match. It was back and forth. It was very evenly contested. There's another RKO attempt, and that was pushed away as well. But Orton, this time, comes back quickly, and that draping DDT lands for the former world heavyweight champion. Cesaro now in position for a crossface. Orton fights the hands, breaks the grip, tries to come back. Not sure what move he was going for exactly, but Cesaro slips down, gets that neutralizer, hits it, and makes the cover. Is that enough to keep down Randy Orton? It is! Cesaro with the win. What a win it is. He puts himself into the semi-finals of this Survivor Series. There's a look at the end of the B block. At the end of this tournament, all the matches played out. Cena and Cesaro go in. Orton's so close, but no cigar. My goodness, what a Survivor Series that was. What a tournament. And here's the semi-finals that we're going to look forward to next week. I hope you join me. Thank you very much for watching this one. Until then, have a good one.